Why do we do this bunching together crap all the time? Cross in. Hit the post. Hit the bar. Still not scored. Now we do! 1-0! 1-0. And it's Trent. 1-0. And it's Trent. Takes the top off. Runs over to the Liverpool fans. Scores the goal. We hit the post. We hit the bar. Leicester City are complaining to the referee. But it looks like Liverpool have found the breakthrough. And it looks like Trent. How's he chewing gum? I thought we weren't allowed to chew gum. Hopefully, VAR doesn't have anything to say about this, but I'll talk you through the goal in a second, but it looks like Liverpool have taken the lead. Connor Cody's having a chat with Stuart Atwell. Trent's going to get booked anyway for whipping the shirt off to show his Craig-esque physique. So, header first, ball comes off the post. I don't know what Leicester are complaining about, by the way. Their two players collide with each other. Oh, I guess they want to pretend it's a bad head injury. But tough shit, it's not. Your own keeper takes out your player, ball's in the middle of the penalty area, and then Trent volleys it left-footed. Keeper gets a touch and it's in the goal. They can't rule this one out. The ref didn't stop it for the head injury. Tough. And then Trent showing his Craig-esque physique, as I mentioned. I do like his celebration. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come, because he looks pumped. Elmir said, would look as good as with a top off Craig. I mean, he's looking like he's getting to that Craig level of physique. Goal given, we're back underway. Trent with the breakthrough. I mean, God, you could have written that script, couldn't you? And it is Liverpool 1, Leicester City 0. I mean, Lewis out here spreading facts like a motherfucker. Last time I saw a body like that was the Barca stream. Didn't want to put Trent to shame there by, whipping out the old moves. But thank you, Lewis. And facts are facts, mate. You're right. Cook, SHP, said, agree with you about Trent. Should be coming out and speaking. What's your opinions if he stays? Again, like I've said, all the way. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, Diogo decides he wants to miss from 3 yards now. It wasn't good enough Diogo missing from 4 yards. Now he said, hold my fucking beer. I can miss a sitter from 3 yards. Can we sell him and Darwin, honestly? Salah dinks one to the far post. Diogo should be burying that. Sorry, on the Trent thing. I've always said, I want him to stay. You want him to stay. We all want him to stay. But he needs to say those words. His celebration was certainly one where he released a lot of emotion and went straight to the Liverpool fans. Read into that whatever you think yourself. But let's wait and see. If he is staying, brilliant. We need to wait and see, though. Cal Mapey said that celebration says he's staying for sure. Well, do you know what he can't do now? Which is not talk about the goal after the game. So let's see. Let's see if he has something to say, and, we can go from there. I'm not going to rewrite history. Even if he stays, I'm not happy with how he's dealt with the whole situation. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not. And if he goes, he's just dug the hole even bigger, in my opinion, with the celebration. But again, I got to reiterate, Liverpool fans want him to stay, but we've had no indications it's happening. Let's start off with Jack, who said, is the way to try wind Madrid up if he stays? Oh, I'd love that. I mean, that would be great. If he stayed and came out and said, yeah, I was watching it all, pissing myself laughing, I was never going. But then you've got a lot of very credible journalists whose reputations would be destroyed, and I'd be here for that as well, to be honest with you. Jesus Christ, now Trent looks like he's a bit of a belly. Look, I want to be honest about this, mate. I know you look at me every week and you get to see Ronaldo levels of specimen here in front of you. Craig, Mo, Ronaldo. And you get used to it. Your eyes get used to looking at me and thinking, right, that's the perfect specimen. So then you see a player like Trent take his top off, only a six-pack. I can understand the disappointment. He's doing the best with what he was given, I want a mirror like Craig's. I've got one of those House of Fun mirrors, from the theme parks, the fat ones that make you look skinny and vice versa. I've got one that makes me look 6'6", and built like Mohamed Salah. Marcus said, I think Trent wants his Gerrard moment in 2005 where everyone thought he left. Yes, I'm delusional. Again, this should be a perfect opportunity for the questions to be asked. What does that mean? Is he staying? Because look, he celebrated the goal like it meant a lot to him. No denying that. I can see why people read into it, whatever. But you know what? We don't know. We don't know. And I don't want anybody to be getting their hopes up in case it stings even more. But I also don't want to say, don't get your hopes up, because we just haven't got a clue. Everyone feels like he's off. The media feel like he's off. Romano was saying Trent basically agreed on his knees to whatever Madrid offered. Again, let's just wait and see. But let's be certain about one thing. We wouldn't be 1-0 up in this game without that strike from Trent. So, facts are facts. Do you think Trent had a meaning towards the celebration? Really difficult to read into it. You could see what it meant to him. You could see he had a release of emotion from it. You could see he went straight over to the Liverpool fans to celebrate it. That's all I can say for certain. But look, Trent was the man that dug us out today. Trent was the man that found the back of the net. And fair play for that one. We missed chance after chance after chance, particularly in that second half. And look, I'm relieved that we got the job done and got the 1-0 victory. Now we know that we're just 3 points away, or an Arsenal loss on Wednesday, and it's feeling particularly close now, isn't it? Trent is staying, said Danielle Francis. Honestly, Danielle, I don't know. I don't want to say he is, he isn't, because the truth is, my friend, I haven't got a clue. But I know today he won us the game, and for that, of course, I'm grateful. So, Trent, some comments from Trent that have just been sent. So, he said, scoring goals, winning the title, it's special being part of it. Asked about his future, he said, I've said all season, I won't speak on my situation. These days are always special. I know, you can read from that what you want. That's what he said. I don't know what to read into it personally. Again, it'd be nice for him to throw in a little bit at the end of it, like, this is my club or something, but again, kind of still sitting on that fence, and it feels to me like that's just reiterating he's going. But look, as I said, we can't change whatever's happening, but he scored the winner today, and we are now 3 points closer. King7 said, Slot executed or 66 with that substitution with our number 66. Look, substitutions worked in that I thought Trent and Elliott brought a lot more to the game than we were getting. I thought we looked far more energetic when they came on. In all honesty, I'm a huge Conor Bradley fan, but calling it like I see it, I thought that was a really poor performance from Conor Bradley today. It's worrying to say that we're just not prolific enough in attack. And that sounds really weird to say when we're top of the league. But, Mo's had a few weeks now, he hasn't managed to find the back of the net. But if anybody has a bit of grace in that regard, it's him. But I want more. Cody Gakpo today is an example. It was very one-dimensional and it was very unimpactful. So we do need a bit more trickery. And the one time he actually did decide to go around the outside, he got to his byline easy, but it was too predictable from him cutting inside and turning into traffic all the time. We were seemingly obsessed with playing crosses again, and I would love Arne Slot to try and explain to us why we have to put these aimless crosses in over and over again. I don't understand it. It's not even coming close to getting us a goal. He had watery eyes. Trent has his bags packed, said Elmer. Look, I feel like he does as well, mate, but it's not my place. It's his decision to speak about publicly. I just wish he'd be more honest about it and actually say it.